week. It's Monday. It's kind of early in the day. I'm guessing about 10:30. Haven't looked at the time in a while. But today we're going for a walk down the beach of Piedade. On our way we'll have a reef on our right. We can actually walk out onto it. And let's see how it goes from there. Get ourselves centered up here. I think we're going to put ourselves in some follow type mode. Let's see how that goes. Active track, parallel, means it's not going to I'm not going to be aware of any obstacles. Let's see how it goes. Active track, parallel, go. So, we're wandering down the way here a bit. We're going to, we still have that reef on our right here. A lot of people around today. For a Monday, it's the beach is fairly populated. I sure would like to know what these people do that allows them to come to the beach so often. Pretty good life. Maybe they work late. I don't know. Maybe they have Mondays off, work in the stores on the weekend or something. That could be. Lots of things that could be. Pretty excited about being here today. It's an overcast day, which in theory is going to keep the heat down, but that just may be the theory. It's still plenty warm. Of course, humidity's up since it's overcast. So I guess in the end it all comes out. We're going to do a little swapping between the drone, the GoPro, which is taking my forward shot, and maybe do a little cellular filming at the same time. Ainda não? Ah, talvez o drone pegou você. Talvez. Você quer filmar no drone? Não. Não? Ainda bem, porque acho que ele está passando por cima de você. Ok.
Eu tenho drone, só que o meu é laranja.
Você tem? Você entende de drone? Sabe voar?
É, sei, mas não tenho praticamente.
Ah, tem que praticar bem. Tchau.
Eu sei que não tá usando.
Found some people in a little pool that wanted to talk for a bit. And that's okay. I never mind talking to people too much. Okay, we've been out on the reef here a little bit. We're now going to get off of the reef because I just don't know how far I can walk down and everything be cool. But no biggie. É sua? Flying a drone is a little interesting because people don't normally see them. The kid back there in the pool said that he had a drone, but he didn't know how to fly a drone. I suspect he's probably got a toy of some sort. But, you know, you got to start somewhere. up ahead of us yet. We still have an area for the beach umbrellas and the chairs and the, you know, places people like to sit and let a few hours go by. It's kind of fun just to sit and enjoy. Got a beautiful beach, got a nice view of the ocean. Wind is up a little bit today, but not too bad. The drone is still fine, but it does help to make the day go a little bit smoother when you have a little bit of a breeze. This might be a little bit more than a little bit. Quite okay. We're gonna put the cellular away for a bit. And I think what I'm gonna try to do is move the drone behind. So kind of put it into follow mode. Sort of. Let's see how it goes. What I'm trying to get to is where I don't want it to get too far away. I want it to still follow. We'll shoot up on the beach for a little bit here. See how that goes. There along the beach, alongside the beach, is a brand new boardwalk, I guess would be the best translation for it. There's nothing board about it. It's all cement and little cement bricks put into place. But it's fairly new, done this year, and it's in great shape. It's got a little bicycle path. So had I rode my bike down, I would have come down that. But it's a nice walk as well. They've built some nice benches, a few pergolas here and there. Everything is set up quite nice. You know, this is a really nice area, actually. I keep thinking, geez, had I known about this before I bought my place, I really would have considered down here a little bit more. But I'm happy where I'm at. What I like about this area here is that it's a little bit quieter. Not as many people. Even when there are people, they're not crazy. There's some areas down there in Boa Viagem that are just a little bit nuts. The Brazilians love their music, and sometimes they play it a little loud. And they love the bass turned up, so you don't always get a good sound, but they seem to like it. So they get what they get. What I find interesting about the music is that it doesn't matter the age of a Brazilian. They all seem to know the music. They all know the words to the songs. So I don't know if a lot of it is just traditional, it's been going on for years, or if everybody just stays current. I really have no idea. But they do all like to sing along. Sometimes when you're out enjoying dinner or something and they have live music, it almost gets a little obnoxious because everybody sings along and they sing really loud, and not all of them should be singing at all because they don't have good voices. They don't care. They all love the thing. A lot of the music that you'll hear in the restaurants also has a lot of choreography along with it. I don't know who started the choreography, but you know, it's like, you know, someone starts the chicken dance in the US or the YMCA and everybody knows what to do. So it gets kind of fun to watch. But it happens on a lot of the music, actually. As you can see, we are coming up to some more umbrellas here on the left. We have the reef on the right. I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll walk out there a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Looks like a good place to try to get on board. The tide is really, really down right now. It might be at its low point, I don't know. I didn't check the tide times before I came out. Sometimes you just get lucky. Gotta watch my step a little bit here. Wouldn't be too hard to take a fall. The rocks get a little slippery with the little bit of grass growing on it, or whatever it is, seaweed. And it's not exactly a smooth walking place, but it's kind of fun. Let's go check out this pool. Got a little stream coming down here, and the tide starts coming in, it'll bring more water up. See if this one does. And it does a little bit. And so it flows into these pools, and then it goes down to this little stream here, into this bigger pool. You know, I don't feel like jumping that, since it does get a little slippery. We'll back up, go back out the way we came. I don't want to get my feet too wet because I'm still going to be walking in the sand, and then you get sand all over with wet shoes. When the sand gets inside your shoes, it kind of fills up all the space, and then there you are. Well, this isn't exactly the way I came in, but it'll work. This is not a coral reef. It's more like petrified sand. Some of that there is kind of interesting to look up close. Got some birds flying up here. Hopefully they'll be out of the way when the drone comes through. The drone makes a little bit of noise, and so I think for the most part it'll drive away some of the birds. But I've had some pretty close calls, birds flying in front of the drone. I had one that when it flew in front of the camera, when I viewed it afterwards, I kind of flinched a little bit because, wow, I didn't realize how close it was. I don't think the drone would recover in flight if it hit a bird. I think it would drop. I don't think hitting the bird would damage the drone, but certainly the hard landing would. As you can see here on our right, a lot of people will go out into the water and kind of laze around and make themselves comfortable. When the tide gets a little higher, they wouldn't be as much in the water as you see now. You know, there are sharks around, but I don't think to the extent that the Brazilians will talk about it. I think they love to be afraid of sharks. But the last shark attack was 15 months ago. And it was basically because a guy had been drinking beer all day, all morning, comes along the afternoon, and he decides that the tank is full, goes out into the water waist deep to take a pee. Well, if sharks are attracted to blood, I wonder if they would be attracted to somebody taking a piss in their water as well. Anyway, shark came over and bit him, and I guess all kinds of things. One thing led to another. Small fact that emergency care isn't the greatest. It took them a while to pick him up off the beach and haul him to an emergency care. And of course, he nearly died from bleeding out. But between the infection and everything else, he ended up losing the leg. I don't know how big the shark was, don't know how big the bite was. I did see pictures of him laying on the bloody beach, but you didn't see much of the wound. But anyways, he survived. Came out with 2 arms and 1 leg, so, you know. But during that 15 months since the last shark attack, there have been a bazillion people in the water around here and no other attack. What's funny is these people will be all excited because they can go out into the water and, you know, sit around up to their necks in water and kind of relax, thinking, no, there's no sharks in here. Well, there could be, because when the tide is up, that's all covered. When the tide goes out, what's to say any fish or shark don't leave with it? And the other part about that is, you see right down there, it's all open. So why couldn't a shark swim right down this area here and consider this the lunch line? I don't know. Too much common sense. But anyways, we've kind of come down towards the end of the reef. We've seen some of the places to be in the shade. On our left here, we also have some boats. They're called jangadas. They're kind of a raft, but they will actually go out into the ocean and fish. Now, what time of the day they do that, I don't know. There's a couple of them that will go out now and then close to where I live, and I can see them out my apartment window, and it seems like they're out there all day long. What they're catching, I don't know, but there's plenty of types of fish, and I'm sure they're maybe not only trying to get their lunch, but maybe they're even going to sell some of them. I don't know, but they're out there for quite a while. So if it's just their lunch, they either are really crappy fishermen or they're expecting a big lunch. Maybe they got company coming over. Anyways, I think we'll kind of call it a day here. The new part of the boardwalk that they built has little areas of exercise as well. You'll see there's a place here for sit-ups, different elevation in reclining, place for push-ups, same sort of thing, bars for pull-ups, or whatever it is you like to do. And right over here we have some of the benches with the little pergolas. So anyways, it's been an enjoyable little walk. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. We'll call this a walk. I think I'll head on home, relax a little, start editing, and depending on how things went, this is kind of an experiment because I'm kind of doing a 3-camera shoot, and I got some editing software that I want to try to put all 3 video into one, and we'll see how that goes.